Do not think of a white bear. Whatever you do, for the next 10 seconds, do not let the image of a massive, snowy white bear enter your mind. Don't think about its fur. Don't think about its claws. What just happened? You thought about the bear, didn't you? In fact, the harder you tried to push the image away, the more vividly it appeared in your mind. This is the simplest, most primal demonstration of how the human brain is wired to resist restriction. It is a glitch in our operating system, a loophole in our psychology. And if you know how to exploit this glitch, you can get people to do almost anything you want by telling them to do the exact opposite. Welcome to the masterclass on reverse psychology. But be warned, we aren't talking about the childish tricks you used on your siblings. We are talking about strategic self-anti-persuasion. We are going to dismantle the ego, bypass the defense mechanisms of the brain, and learn the art of getting a yes by firmly saying no. Here is the problem you face every single day. You want something from someone. You want your child to eat their vegetables. You want your partner to commit. You want a client to sign the deal. So you do what logically makes sense. You push. You present arguments. You beg. You plead. You explain why it's a good idea. What happens? They push back. This is a universal law of physics that applies to human behavior. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. When you push someone, their instinct isn't to agree, it's to regain their balance. They pull away. In psychology, this is known as reactance theory. Reactance is the unpleasant, prickly feeling you get when someone tells you what to do. It feels like a threat to your freedom. Humans value autonomy above almost anything else. We need to feel like we are the captains of our own ships. When you give a direct command or make a strong request, the other person's brain registers it as a loss of agency. To restore that sense of agency, they must rebel. They must say no just to prove to themselves that they can. So, how do we hack this? How do we make doing what you want feel like an act of rebellion for them? You have to change the game. You have to stop selling the solution and start selling the scarcity. Let's look at the first application, the disqualifier in negotiation and sales. Most people destroy their own leverage by appearing too eager. Imagine you are trying to sell a high-ticket service. The amateur says, "Please buy this. It's perfect for you. I'll give you a discount." The client immediately smells desperation. Their walls go up. They think, if this is so good, why is he pushing so hard? What's wrong with it? Now apply the master's reverse psychology. You sit back, you look at them thoughtfully and say, "You know, looking at your current setup, I'm not actually sure our premium package is right for you. It's quite intense and it requires a level of commitment that most people just aren't ready for. You might be safer sticking with the basic, cheaper option for now." Watch what happens. You have just taken the prize away. You have told them they can't handle the premium option. Suddenly, their ego wakes up. They don't want the basic option anymore. They want to prove you wrong. They want to prove they are elite, committed, and capable. They will start selling you on why they need the expensive package. By pushing the deal away, you have pulled them in. You made buying the expensive item an act of asserting their status rather than submitting to your sales pitch. But this goes deeper than money. Let's talk about the most volatile arena of all, relationships and desire. There is a famously known concept known as the Romeo and Juliet Effect. The more parents interfere with a teenage romance, the more intense the feelings of love become between the couple. The barrier creates the obsession. In the modern dating world, or even in long-term marriages, availability is the enemy of desire. If you are always there, always saying yes, always accommodating, you become a sure thing. And humans do not crave sure things. We crave what is just out of reach. If you want someone to pursue you, you cannot chase them. It is energetically impossible to chase something that is running towards you. You must create a vacuum. When you stop texting back immediately, when you prioritize your own hobbies over their schedule, when you say, "I'd love to see you, but I'm actually busy this Tuesday," you aren't just playing hard to get. You are triggering their fear of loss. You are signaling that your time is a scarce resource. Their brain switches from, "This person is annoying," to, "Wait, why aren't they available? Am I losing them? I need to secure this." The no creates the value. The restriction creates the addiction. However, there is a nuance here that separates the masters from the manipulators. You can't just blindly say the opposite of what you mean. That's lying, and people can smell inauthenticity. True reverse psychology is about the illusion of choice. Let's look at parenting or managing difficult employees. If you tell a toddler, "Put on your shoes right now," you trigger a battle of wills. They will run away barefoot. Why? Because you gave them a command that offered zero autonomy. Instead, you use the double bind. You offer two choices, both of which lead to the outcome you want, but the choice belongs to them. You say, "We're leaving in 5 minutes. Do you want to wear the red sneakers or the blue boots?" Notice the shift? You aren't asking if they want to put on shoes. You're asking which shoes. You have moved the battlefield from compliance versus rebellion to red versus blue. Their brain focuses on the decision between colors, completely bypassing the resistance to putting on shoes. They feel in control because they got to choose. You stay in control because the result is the same. They are wearing shoes. This works in the boardroom too. Don't ask your boss, "Can we do this project?" Ask, "Do you want us to focus on Project A for immediate revenue or Project B for long-term growth?" You have bypassed the option of doing nothing. Now, we must address the dark side, the warning label on this bottle of psychological potent. Reverse psychology is a high-stakes game. It relies on the other person being somewhat resistant or contrarian by nature. If you use this on someone who is highly agreeable, someone who genuinely wants to please you, it will backfire catastrophically. If you tell a compliant, anxious person, "You probably shouldn't help me with this," they won't fight to help you. They will simply say, "Okay, I won't," and walk away. You will be left alone, confused, wondering why your Jedi mind trick failed. You must read the room. You must know your target. This tool is designed for the stubborn, the ego-driven, and the independent. It is not for the submissive. Furthermore, you cannot overplay your hand. If people realize you are constantly manipulating them, you lose the most valuable currency in human interaction: trust. Once you're labeled a manipulator, no technique in the world will save you. The master's guide requires subtlety. It requires you to be willing to walk away if the reverse psychology actually works, and they accept your no. That is the ultimate secret. To effectively use reverse psychology, you must be genuinely okay with the negative outcome. When you tell a client, "This might not be a fit," you have to mean it. When you tell a romantic partner, "I don't think we should rush this," you have to be willing to slow down. This is called outcome independence. When you are truly not desperate, you exude a power that cannot be faked. It drives people crazy in the best way possible. So, here is your challenge for the next week. I want you to experiment with the power of the negative. Stop pushing, stop chasing, stop trying to convince people with logic. Instead, gently lean away. Suggest that perhaps they shouldn't do the thing you want them to do. Tell them it might be too difficult for them. Tell them they might not be ready. Give them the freedom to say no and watch how quickly they fight for the right to say yes. People want what they can't have. They want to open the door that is marked "Do Not Enter." They want to press the red button. So, whatever you do, do not subscribe to this channel. Do not click that button. You probably aren't ready for the kind of psychological deep dives we're going to do next video anyway. It's pretty advanced stuff, and honestly, you might be better off sticking to the simpler content on your feed. But if you think you can handle it, I'll see you in the comments.